Hi guys, and welcome to Total Technik. In this video we're working on the Audi A4, S4 or RS4, both the B6 and the B7 platforms. And this video we're going to be looking at how to remove your scuttle tray. That's the panel here that sits in the behind the bulkhead of the engine at the base of your windscreen right here, this full panel. So that's what we're going to remove today. Now, depending on what model you've got, the layout can vary a little bit, but the general principle is the same for kind of all of them. So first thing you want to do is, if you've got any covers, we've got a battery cover built into this one, you want to get those removed first, just get them out of the way. So here we've got the battery cover, so we'll just slide that across, like so, and we'll just pop that out of the way to one side. And if you've got any other covers in there, likewise remove those, so that you've just got the actual basic scuttle tray left. So next up, what we've got is this rubber seal that runs from the entire width of the engine bay here. And basically you just want to pull this off on one end and just keep pulling this off across the whole length, because this actual scuttle tray kind of sits in behind the rubber cover. So you want to pull that off all the way across, and just put that to one side out of the way. So if you look at the actual scuttle tray itself, what you'll see is at the back here it actually fits inside this section here at the base of the windscreen. So what you want to do is very carefully just kind of lift the front of it up and just start to draw it forward, because this scuttle tray actually sits in a groove across the front of this plastic panel under the windscreen. So what you want to do is just start to draw it forward, and you can see it just start to pull out of the groove there. There we go. And so once you've pulled it out of the groove all the way across, like so, as you can see, that is the scuttle tray completely removed. So when it comes to refit the scuttle tray, what you want to have a look at before you try and fit it is you've got kind of this kind of rubber edge that's built onto it. As you see, this rubber edge comes around the where the arm sits, wiper arm, ends here. Then you've got a gap, and then it starts again over here and goes into the corner. And if you transfer that kind of directly onto here, you can see it fits it exactly. So we've got this section that comes along here, comes around and then stops. And then again we've got a gap, and then it picks up again and rolls right to the end. So what we want to do is get this kind of rubber seal to go into this groove and make sure that it's seated nicely all the way along. That's kind of the key to putting this back in properly. Sure it's all seated nicely across the rear edge, and you should find it's kind of nice and level across the front edge there when you get it in the right place. And then once you're happy, we'll refit the rubber strip. Just a quick note when you're seating it, a good place to reference is the kind of line around the ECU box here, because it actually got to go in quite a lot further than you might initially think. There, it actually sits in quite fairly tight around this box. So as you can see, it actually goes in a fair old way, further than you probably initially think. So to refit your rubber seal, it's got a groove in it. What you want to do first of all is going to line it up, make sure it's central and it kind of fits evenly on both sides. And once you've got that, what you want to do is start on one end, just push it on all the way across. Be careful of your electrical connectors as you come across. Just work the full width of it. And you're doing it, pushing it on kind of about every inch or so. Like so. And then just go back over, make sure it's in nice and tight. Yeah, we're happy with that. That's good.